back. What's good, crew? Jules back with another standard video. Just going to get right into it. We're playing blue-red Izzet list slash blue-red dragons, as I like to call it, because we got these two bad boys right in here. So the deck is very similar to Izzet lists that have been popular coming out of Kaldheim, mostly just because Goldspan Dragon was such a good thing. And then we also had things like Saw It Coming. So I was playing that list for a while. We also had Faceless Haven was a great pickup for this deck. So I was playing that deck for a while. And then now with Strixhaven coming out, we have some upgrades to this deck. So we get Galzeth Prismari. Great card just because he is a well-statted flyer. Gives us a treasure, ramping us, and also making sure that all of our treasures can tap for a mana as opposed to sacking for a mana. So he's really nice because you can go him straight into Goldspan. You don't have to worry about that last land. And then Goldspan makes all these treasures, which now we don't even have to sack to tap to Galzeth. Although they will only tap for 1 mana as opposed to 2 if you sack them with Goldspan. But that's okay. Similar to that original deck, all 4 Brazen Burrows, all 4 Bonecrusher Giants. If you're playing any sort of deck that has blue, you're going to be playing probably 4 Brazen Burrowers. If you're playing any deck that has red, you're going to be playing 4 Bonecrusher Giants. That's just the way it is. That's the world we've been living in for the past 18 months. But pretty soon, Eldraine will rotate out, and that'll be good. We've got things like Saw It Coming. The original list that I was playing had 4 Saw It Coming plus 4 Behold the Multiverse. We've kind of switched into a more... We've gone bigger with this list, but we still have 3 Saw It Coming just because it's the best counterspell in Standard, other than probably Mystical Dispute, because there are a lot of blue spells going around, and this is just great. It's a really kind of like a gotcha moment. So we've got a bunch of Mystical Disputes. We've got 4 Frostbites. This is our pretty much our only removal. Although I guess technically Bone Crusher removes stuff, but Frostbite's that good removal. We're playing a bunch of Snowlands, like I said. And then we have single Mazemind Tome, single Prismari command. Probably could play more. I just only had the 1. Just a great new versatile spell from Strixhaven. It can kill something. It can help us loot, get us more gas. If we really need to, if we're like light on lands, we can just make a treasure token, which will ramp us up to Galazeth. And then once we get Galazeth, we have Goldspan. And then also it can destroy target artifacts. So that's really nice because we have main deck answers to things like Embercleave, Great Henge, Mazemind Tome, which we're playing a single Mazemind Tome just as kind of another flex slot, glue everything together. But this card is very good in basically any deck that's not trying to attack. Another big pickup from Strixhaven has been Expressive Iteration. This is my first time playing with this card, but people have played it against me a bunch, and it's just always super strong. It's like kind of like a Ponderer or Preordain almost. If you get to exile a land, you can like play this first, exile a land, put the land in, so you're getting 2 of those cards, and none of them go into your graveyard, so you technically have the ability to draw them later. Goldspan Dragon, this is a known quantity, such a powerful card, generates a bunch of mana, smacks really hard, a really good top deck in, like, you know, if both players have kind of stabilized and it's a top deck war, this is going to win that war very, very quickly. And then at the very top end, we have 3 Alrund's Epiphany. This is now a known, it wasn't like right after Kaldheim came out, but I mean, it's been almost 6 months now. This is just one of the best things you can be doing if you're in blue. Probably could be playing the full 4 of them, but I don't know, we'll see. And then a single Magma Opus. Once again, this is probably something that you could play more of just because it has that crucial discard Magma Opus and create a treasure token clause. But this is just, you know, once we get up to 8 mana, which this deck easily can do between treasures from Goldspan and Galazeth, and plus it's just a control deck, it goes long, so you're going to be having a lot of lands. This just really, you know, busts the game wide open or allows you to come back from behind. It's a very powerful spell, so could be playing more of these. I'd say like our flex slots right now are like the Prismari Command, the Mazemind Tome, and then stuff up here. Like you could play any really combination of Epiphany and Opus, and then also maybe move those cards around. In terms of our lands, pretty simple, like I was saying, bunch of snow-covered lands. I happen to have 1 Frostboil Snarl, so I'm just going to try it out just because it is a blue-red land, although I haven't been super hot on these lands in the past. Wasn't super hot on them when they came out in Shadows over Innistrad block. 4 River Guide / Lava Glide Pathways. It's a blue-red deck. This is the best blue-red dual land in the format. 3 Volatile Fjords, just as more snow lands and more dual lands. We don't mind that they come in tapped because a lot of times turn 1, 2, sometimes even 3, we're not doing anything, or we're just holding stuff up at instant speed, so this is fine. Bunch of Fabled Passages, once again, to thin the deck, get what we need, and then Faceless Haven is just such a good card. If you're playing any sort of 2 or 1 color deck and you're playing Snowlands, there's no reason to not play Faceless Haven. Check out the sideboard real quick. Pretty much a lot more control elements. So 2 Disdainful Strokes, a single negate, more good counterspells to supplement Dispute and Saw It Coming. Fire Prophecy, more removal, get rid of dead cards in our hand. Cinderclasm for any sort of wide creature matchup. This is really good against the white decks as well as red decks. Red Cat Melee, this is for opposing Goldspan Dragons or Galazeth Prismaris. Cleanly one-shot them for 1 mana, and we don't have to sacrifice anything. Although, if we really need to, this could kill something else, and we just sacrifice lands, fine. Single Souls here, just in case. I have seen Heliod running around a little bit. Storm's Wrath for, once again, if Cinderclasm isn't enough, this will clean things up. Single Crone Ward, just because it's a good card, and sometimes we get to take stuff. And then Shark Typhoon is Shark Typhoon. Super freaking strong, whether it's actually getting to play it for the full cost and just start generating, 3/3 flying sharks, or if you just make a really big shark to eat a coming in Goldspan Dragon or whatever, and then start attacking in the air. So that's the deck. Let's play some games. So like I was saying, I've been playing a Izzet version that's similar to this for a while. I really liked it. This one, once again, has the Galazeth Prismaris, has the Alrund's Epiphanies, has the Magma Opus. The one that I was playing had more low to the ground stuff, so it topped out at Goldspan Dragon. Faceless Haven was also its primary damage dealer, and then we had things like Behold the Multiverse, a wider counterspell array, as well as some more main deck burn, as opposed to just Goldspan, or Bone Crusher Giant, that is. All right, this seems like an awesome opening hand. We've got 3 lands. This is going to be great to see. We can also potentially foretell things on turn 2 if we wanted. So I think I'm actually going to elect to do that. I'm going to probably put up Saw It Coming on turn 2 and then play Expressive Iteration on turn 3 just so I can play the land that I potentially get from it. All right. Looking good so far. So we'll play that, potentially get a land. All right. Yeah, see, so we'll put Goldspan into our hand, put this into our library, and exile that. And then we get to play this as a River Guide Pathway. I suppose I see the merit as playing that as a Lava Glide so that we could have Frostbite up, but okay, sure. Snow-Covered Mountain, we will play a Maze Mind Tome, and then we will have Saw It Coming up for whatever they might play. In the next turn, I think we can very comfortably slam a Goldspan Dragon and start to get this party started. Our opponent looks like they're playing a Yorion list. Okay, we will do this. Bone Crusher, nice. Another red source, just in case. Let's just lead with a Goldspan Dragon. We'll see what they do. I'm assuming they have some sort of counterspell or kill spell. If they have a kill spell, that's great because we can Saw It Coming. If they have the counterspell, that's okay. We have another Goldspan Dragon. Okay, so they do have that. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, like I was saying, opponent appears to be on Yorion. I don't know why else you'd be playing Zagoth Triomes. Okay, so our opponent is playing some sort of Sultai Rogues list, or this is a homebrew. Oh, there goes our Magma Opus. That's unfortunate. Let's just start like this. Let's just get this out of here. So that's gone. Let's put this away. We'll just leave things open. We can Maze Mind Tome, we can Bone Crusher, we can Saw It Coming, we can Prismari Command. We have all our options open, but I mean, now that we know that they're a Rogues deck, we'll Bone Crusher that. Nice. All right. Yeah, now that we know that they're a Rogues deck, or are they a Rogues deck? We know we have to play more careful, though. Galazeth Prismari. Not bad. We'll take that card. All right, so we have Galazeth. Let's just play him. All right, we're in. I kind of want this. Okay, so they're probably going to counter our counter, which is fine. So we can't play Saw It Comings anymore. Okay. Huh. Yeah, this deck is weird. I don't know what to think. Well, let's just go Goldspan Dragon. Sure. Okay, nice. I can play Bone Crusher, and we can hold up Prismari Command. Okay, that's great. So now we're putting the pressure on. We're actually, this is a 2-turn clock now. Opponent's going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go... I'm going to make a treasure, and I'm going to deal 2. Deal 2 here. Make a treasure. Pay for it. Sweet. Now we can even draw with our Maze Mine Tome, now that we have this treasure. Let's start with an expressive iteration. We'll take this one, put that in our library. We'll exile a Faceless Haven. We now have a land to play. Get in our attacks. Okay, so he's going to try and trade, I suppose. Sure. Okay, milled 2 lands, that's fine. Soaring Thought Thief, okay. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is... I'm trying to think if I can somehow do this whole thing and then Alrund's Epiphany and just go again. And I think that's actually what I want to do. I don't mind if he trades and yada yada. The only thing he could have is Mystical Dispute. If he has that, we're in a bad way anyway. Let's see how he goes to blocks. I'm really fine with these trades, actually. Let's just slam an Alrund's Epiphany. Let's scry. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's just put that in his hand. That's fine. Not that it would matter. Suit up our Faceless Haven. Galzeth Prismari. And we have enough to play both our Brazen Borrow that's on Adventure and also Petty Theft as needed. There we go. All right. Turns out having a bunch of flyers will do it for you. Let's see how we want to sideboard art. We definitely want Negate. We want things like Fire Prophecy. I didn't see anything that was big. I don't think we really need... Like, Bone Crusher Giant seems medium. We'll take that out. Prismari Command seemed medium. We'll take that out. And we'll take out a Frostbite. No, Frostbite actually seems good. We'll only put in 1 Fire Prophecy. Yeah, I'm good with that. We don't have any self-graveyard hate. A lot of decks in Standard are playing things like... yeah, this is a good hand. We'll take that. Are playing things like Soul Guide Lantern to exile their own graveyard, or things like... Actually, Soul Guide Lantern might not do that. Or things like escape cards, the Phoenix, the Ox, stuff like that. All right, wanted both of those. We choose not to crack the Fabled Passage just because it gives us a higher chance of them potentially milling a land, which we don't care about. We have plenty of lands. That was the thought process behind that, but, you know, obviously hindsight is 2020. I would have cracked it if I knew that they were going to get those 2 cards off the top, which we really want. We're going to wait and hopefully just Bone Crush this when they try and play a rogue or something. All right, well, I was hoping they were going to try and play something on their turn. They'll probably have an Essence Scatter, or they'll just let it happen. Okay. We'll just play the Bone Crusher. You know, it'd be... One of the options we had was Foretell, Epiphany, plus keep Dispute up, but it is what it is. All right, so, see, this is why I don't really like this card. I'm going to take it out, but we have the Faceless Haven. Let's just go Galzeth Prismari. Okay, so they're playing Reject. Yeah, so this is weird sort of homebrew. Play that. Do that. We have Dispute up. Next turn, we will Goldspan Dragon into Goldspan Dragon, I suppose. Okay. So now we have Dispute back up. So we'll slam our Goldspan Dragon quite comfortably. And they will need double. This is good because they could have got us real bad by not allowing us to play things. Play our Goldspan Dragons. Boom. Easy win. Moving up in the world. Let's play another game. We will play first. Thank you. I actually kind of like this hand. We're playing against Yorion. Nice. And by nice, I mean screw that. But we've got good mana. We've got a Faceless Haven that's ready to go ASAP. And we have all these expressive iterations, which, once again, they just go, go, go. We've got these Mystical Disputes, which are very good against Yorion. Gets Yorion, gets Ultimatum, gets whatever the Thassa card is. Alright, so we'll put Frostbite into our hand. Oh, no. Ooh, shoot. Misclicked. Big misclick. Okay. Big misclick. Crap. That was super annoying. That was super annoying. That was... I'm actually, like, super fucking tilted right now. Alright, well, let's try this again. This into our hand. We'll put Galazeth Prismari in our library. We'll exile this. Play that. Okay. Alright, yep. Only slightly tilted. Let's just get rid of that. What do you mean target a spell? There's only one spell in the stack. A goose. A goose and a Narfi's Betrayal. This is a weird... Let's Expressive Iteration again. We'll put this into our hand. Fjord into our library. We'll exile the River Guide pathway. We will play said River Guide pathway as a River Guide pathway. And then let's just let's get the goose. Get it out of here. Alright, so I think we've recovered quite nicely. We're actually pretty close to Opus. This is something that I don't want him to have. Actually, I guess it's just tapping. I suppose I'll just hit the tempo play. Just play that again, my friend. Mountain. Let's foretell that. And let's keep things loosey-goosey. King Narfi's Betrayal, sure. Garrick Unleashed. That's not something that I want them to have. So let's counterspell that. Let's just play an Alrund's Epiphany. Get things going. Play this as a island. I guess we really can just keep everything up, right? Yeah. What does this do? Mills us, and then you may cast, until end turn, you may cast spells among exiled cards exiled and spend mana of any color. Okay. Huh. Sure. I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 2-turn clock. We can go Brazen Borrower, Prismari Command, 2 damage to any target, and destroy. Yeah, we can actually destroy target artifact. Okay, so let's engage Faceless Haven. Attack. Play Galazeth Prismari. Chill. Alright, so they're gonna get probably something really stupid, like a Vorinclex. Yeah, that's really stupid. Ugin? Really? Really? I'm actually, like, fine with that, because they're not gonna exile our board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They probably are gonna exile our board, though, because they're gonna put Yorion in. Hi, hello. Let's play the game. That's the thing I hate about these decks, is that they do all this crap. and it just takes forever. It's like, if you're just gonna beat me quick. Don't play your Gilded Goose and resolve your triggers and all this crap. Just knock my face in. It's ridiculous. Okay, so how do we do this? This is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna kill this. We're gonna tap this, tap that, submit. Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Okay. What do you got, you stupid big bear? Oh, you can't see that because my face is here, but the name is Big Bear. Cool, great, yep. Doing busted stuff, as usual. I cannot allow you, sir. Why does it make me target a spell? There's only one spell on the stack. Alright, be gone. Be gone, thought. Okay. So... That's it. I'm out. This is stupid. This is stupid. God, I hate this freaking deck. The deck they played against us, not the one we're playing. The one we're playing is cool and good and nice. Alright, Disdainful Strokes in. Negates in. A Crow and War in. Things that are coming out. Prismari Command seem not good. Frostbite's probably not going to do it. Let's cut a single Bone Crusher Giant. Done. Let's go. We will play first. Thank you very much. That's not going to do it. That'll do it. That'll do it very nicely. We will keep 6. I'm actually going to put Oren's Epiphany on the bottom. I know, total faux pas, but let's do this. And now it won't be on the bottom anymore because we'll shuffle it. Play a snow-covered island. Keep going. Our goal is Galazeth Prismari into Goldspan Dragon. That is pretty soon. Oh, all right. Well, we'll throw a Faceless Haven down there just so that does not. It's key to how you sequence your Faceless Havens because you want to make sure that they don't have Summoning Sickness when you want to attack with them, right? So normally you think, oh, play the Faceless Haven on 4, activate, swing. But no, it will have Summoning Sickness, so you want to play it on 3 if at all possible. All right, let's go River Guide pathway right into Galazeth Prismari. Show me the money, Jerry. Show me your counterspell. Where's it at? Mystical Dispute. That is so rude. Can technically go Goldspan Dragon next turn. Ideally would be like a Cultivate. Oh, there it is. Okay. See, now we can Goldspan freely. It's a free Goldspan. Boom. Attack. Next turn, we probably just activate the Faceless Haven. King Narfi's Betrayal. This card just doesn't do it for me. Like, I get it. You can blink it with Yorion. Like, what are you going to do? Mill me out? Not really. You're not really going to do that. What did they get? You may cast spells from... Oh, I see. So they just get Ugin, and it sucks. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let's activate the Faceless. Next. All attack. Get in there. 2-turn clock, baby. Nice. Expressive Iteration. We'll put another Expressive Iteration in our hand. We'll put that into our library. We'll put that exiled. We'll play said card. Another Expressive Iteration. Why not? Oh, Mystical Dispute. Seems great. Exile the Mountain. That's fine. And then now, let's just keep Mystical Dispute and also Brazen Borrower up. I'm cool with that. They can't actually play the Ugin. They're just going to take it with this. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Like, it is what it is. So, let's take this back. Okay, did they not know that we had that? Okay, boom, let's take it. Justice for the evildoers. All right, we'll just run it back. I don't see any reason to change. We didn't see anything new. They're still playing a bunch of expensive cards, a bunch of expensive non-creature cards that generally we just don't want them to play. So we're going to try and disrupt them as much as possible. We're going to try to be fast, maybe even a Magma Opus discard into a Galazeth Prismari into a Goldspan Dragon. That would be like disgustingly clutch. It would be amazing. Okay, great hand. Love these Mystical Archive arts. Not super hot on Mystical Archive's effect on certain formats, historic, but the arts, absolutely amazing. Snow-covered island. Let's put a Sought Coming Together. Once again, we're going to do the thing, Expressive Iteration. We want to hit a land off that as often as possible. So being able to do this like this, which we do, we'll put Galazeth Prismari into our hand. We will put Bone Crusher into our library, and we'll put Faceless Haven exiled. We'll play our Faceless Haven. We're not going to do the same thing next turn, actually. We're probably just going to slam a Galazeth Prismari, unless they leave all their mana open. If they leave all their mana open, okay. Once again, King Narfi, just, what are you doing? Alright, they did get 2 of our Goldspan Dragons, though, and that's really freaking rude. Play a Galazeth Prismari. If they play a Yorion, it's getting disputed. If they play a Goldspan Dragon, this is getting disputed all freaking day. I will not allow it. Nice! Let's go Expressive Iteration Part 2. Disdainful Stroke into our hand. This into our library, and let's exile that. We're not going to be casting a second Faceless Haven. We now have double Counterspell up, right? We have triple Counterspell up. We have Negate open, we have Disdainful Stroke open, and we have Sought Coming open. And we can also Brazen Borrower or Bone Crush. We're doing pretty good. I do want another land, ideally 2. Another mountain would be great. Listen, I don't want you to have that. It's my card. My card. Get out of here. We're just going to keep getting in there. We're keeping all our counterspells open because they have enough mana now where they can just play stupid stuff. So we've got Dispute, we've got Negate, we've got Sought Coming. We can play all of those cards in one turn if we wanted to. A very reactive hand, but I feel like we can pretty much handle whatever they might throw at us. I'm just going to negate that. We would like to keep our Galazeth Prismari. Alright, since they're not playing anything, we'll just get this extra damage in. This now turns it into a 4-turn clock, as opposed to a 5-turn clock. Mountain. And then if we play Bone Crusher, we still can play 2 counterspells, yeah. So we'll play Bone Crusher. Get in there. Alright. Eliminate. Let's Sought Coming that, because now this is... They have to put something down, right? We now have lethal on board. They're probably going to play Yorion so that they can block. And we can attempt to counterspell Yorion, or we can steal it, or we can just bounce it, depending on what they have. And we have enough mana to do all of these things this turn into next turn. Okay, so if they play Yorion, we will just counterspell it. They won't be able to play for it. That's a problem. Actually, it's not a problem. It is not a problem. Here's what we do. That gets bounced. This gets bounced too. Oh, good game. Good game. Alrighty, well, we played 2 best-of-3 matches with this Izzet deck, which I will actually, let's pull that up right now once this loads. Arena, you're slow. Let's go into our decks. Let's look at the Izzet. Am I funny yet? No, I'm not. I'm not funny. Don't laugh at that. All right, so here's the deck again with the sideboard. We played 2 best-of-3 matches. We played against a weird Sultai Rogue list, sort of, and then a Sultai Yorion list. Neither of them were the stock lists, so it wasn't the fiercest of competition, but if you're playing Rogues or Yorion in any sort of capacity, you are already playing the best cards in the format, so... You know, it is what it is. As you can see, we got destroyed pretty handily that first game against the Yorion deck, but we came back, we made it happen. Things like Mystical Dispute were extremely powerful. Expressive Iteration put in a lot of work, especially that one game where we had like 3 of them in a row. That was sick. Galazeth Prismari, a lot of work. Goldspan Dragon, a lot of work. Obviously, Goldspan is a known quantity, It's a great card. Bone Crusher Giant didn't actually do too much in those matchups. That was because we weren't really playing against the creature matchups, but it still attacks for 4. Brazen Bar was great. Didn't get to play that many Frostbites, but once again, I've seen the work that they do in the creature matchups. I'm talking about mono red, mono white, Boros, anything like that, even some green matchups. Prismari Command didn't do much. We didn't see any artifacts, right? We saw a bunch of sagas, which that's the one thing that this deck can't really deal with is sagas once they hit the battlefield, right? We can counter them, we can bounce them, but that doesn't feel that great because they just get the triggers again. I think if we had seen an Embercleave, a Great Henge, Prismari Command would have felt better. Probably having more of them too. It's probably the kind of card where if you really want to see it put in work, you want 4 of them just because you'll always have it. I think that treasure token creation will be a lot more relevant then as well, because I feel like a lot of times you'll be able to play that, shock their creature plus make a treasure, and that immediately hits you into Galazeth. And once you hit Galazeth, you're into Goldspin. Aldrin's Epiphany didn't see that much, but we know it's great. It did win us that one game by allowing us to go double attack. And Magma Opus, unfortunately, the one game that we got to play it was the one that we were getting absolutely demolished and beat down by the Yorion person. So we got to finish off that Ugin. But I don't know. I think, once again, if you really want to feel the effect of Magma Opus and like you want to play Magma Opus as a card, I feel like you got to have a 4 of, which is unfortunate because it is a mythic, but that's what it is. Sideboard felt strong. We got to negate and disdainful stroke some things. We didn't get to Syncoplasm anything because we weren't playing against that huge creature matchup. Now that I see this, a lot of these are like aimed sort of more towards like the red matchups, obviously like red cap melee if you're playing against other Goldspan Dragons. I don't know. I think the sideboard still could be tweaked. I'm wondering if maybe things like Storm's Wrath and Soulseer can come out. Maybe add another Shark Typhoon. Maybe you put in the card from Strixhaven that exiles a creature. They get a 4/4, but it is what it is. You can always bounce that if you need to. But that would be really good against things like Vorinclex, or I don't know if there's a way to actually exile Planeswalkers, but these super large or problematic permanents that we can't deal with, like enchantments, Planeswalkers, basically any creature that's larger than a 4/4 or a 5/5, it's harder to deal with. Ideally, you can get in under them, but obviously, sometimes people cheat or power them out. It'd be nice to have some other card probably in the sideboard that would deal with them. But yeah, otherwise, I've been playing versions of this deck for a while. I have another one here. I'll pull it up right here. So I actually did, I kind of updated this one too, since I got cards from Strixhaven. But as you can see, we're doing Behold the Multiverse things. We got, Essence Scatter negates Disdainful Strokes main deck. We got 4 Shark Typhoons. Mana base is basically the same, but this is what we were working with. Oh, that's another thing, right? Frostbow now, that's not the move. Take that card out. But that's what we're working with, and I like the deck. I've been playing the deck for a while. I'm going to continue to play the deck, and I hope that you guys play the deck too. It's unfortunately pretty rare and mythic heavy. It's not super accessible, but it is what it is. Here, let's put in just put another Volatile Fjord. It's a snowland, so it beefs up Faceless Haven. Nice. All right, that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the flip flop.